And we're live. Hi, it's Bill, the knee pain guru. Welcome to Friday, July 17th. It's been a minute since we did a last live presentation going on here. We've been busy on another project. I will leave the link to the special video that I have been working on over the past month-ish. So you'll have ability to check that out at the end. But today, we're going to talk about how to cure knee pain after biking. Had a really interesting insight just this past week regarding knee pain with biking. I wanted to share it with you. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the Knee Pain Guru YouTube channel, as well as turn on notifications for future videos. If you have questions, please enter those in the comments section. I will address those after the short presentation. And if you're watching the replay, please share your questions, your comments, whatever thoughts you have about the video, because I look at all of them and I use them for future videos. Okay. Yeah, the solution for curing knee pain after biking, it's going to shock you. It shocked me. I was kind of surprised as well. Once again, we're going to be answering questions in just a few minutes. So if you have those about knee pain, your diagnosis, whatever's going on with your knee, please enter those in and we'll address those after the short presentation. Okay, so there's a few prerequisites about understanding how to cure knee pain after biking. The first is your bike is going to need to have toe clips or clipless pedals. For those that aren't familiar, that's where your foot is actually attached to the pedals. This is very important. Those who cycle a lot, you find these on stationary bikes as well. They allow you to attach your foot to the pedal. And the reason being is we're going to focus on making circles when you're pedaling. This is a big component that I've found in regards to knee pain when cycling, is that there's an imbalance of tension in the joint that contributes to the pain of what's going on in the knee. So the first prerequisite of this cure is toe clips or clipless pedals. Toe clips are going to be, it's like a strap that goes over your shoe, and clipless pedals are what people who cycle a lot, they actually have like there's a clip at the bottom of the shoe. The shoe actually contains the clip that you push it on the pedal, and now your foot is attached to the pedal. You're able to make circles. So that is the first prerequisite. The second is this is only going to be focusing on knee pain that is like in the kneecap area or slightly below that area. This is specifically what we're focusing on as far as the pain goes. If there's other areas of the knee that you're having pain in when you're pedaling, then please put those in the comments section and we'll take a look at those on future videos. Okay. True Talks. Hope you're well. Yes, doing well. Here, we'll show this. Yes, thank you, sir. Okay. So you're cycling. Your knees are starting to hurt. And you're about to get off the bike. You're like, I'm wrapping it up. You've either completed your distance that you're going to go today, or you're about done with cycling. What we're going to do is bring balance back to the knee with the cycling, with the pedaling. And what we're going to do specifically with the toe clips or the clipless pedals, I want you to stop. Once again, I want you to stop pushing down when you're pedaling. Here's where the imbalance in the knee happens. The focus with the toe clips or the clipless pedals, or when cycling, is that we're only pushing down when we're cycling. What happens is that creates an imbalance in the joint. There's too much tension or there's too much strength in the pushing down motion of cycling. So what we're going to do is you're going to stop pushing down. That doesn't mean you're going to stop pedaling. However, the focus is now in your hamstring. Your focus is now pulling up. You're pulling up when you're cycling. So what ends up happening is this is towards either the end of your bike ride, when you're just about to get off the bike, you're now going to focus on pulling up. And what's going to happen, and it blew me away, it absolutely shocked me, was this concept that I was putting too much force down. And over a period of time, it doesn't take long, maybe a minute, maybe a couple of minutes, and what happens is the tension begins to balance within the joint, and you get off the bike without pain. Pretty cool. And I want you to try that, and I want you to put your results in the comments section. I'd be very interested to hear what your experience was. Now, we're going to go one step further in today's video. This is not only getting you out of pain towards the end of your ride and after you get off the bike, what I'd like you to focus on next time you go for a bike ride is that you are going to make circles. You're going to push down as much as you're pulling up. And initially, it's going to take a little bit of conscious effort on your part. You're going to have to be really focused and paying attention to how you're holding the tension in your legs, how you're cycling. It's important because you're going to want to keep the RPMs or the revolutions per minute when you're cycling anywhere between 80 to 120 per minute. It's a big deal. Now, I speak from experience on that. I rode a bicycle across the country. This was in 2001, so I have experience. This was fully loaded. I was carrying all of my camping equipment and gear and everything with me across on that trip, and I had these types of issues with my knee. Now, back then, I didn't realize what I just shared with you. Now, I figured that out within the past few weeks, just riding around where I live at the moment. However, I want you to try it. I want you to let me know how it goes. So that's as far as the presentation goes. If you have questions, I'd like for you to put those in the comments section. I'm going to move over to the questions right now. True Talk. Okay, I just want to share my experience. I'm a PT and injured my knee pretty badly 3 months ago. Long story short, I was off the gym for a while recovering from AC joint separation. AC. Okay. As I returned back to training, I didn't allow enough time for my ligaments to adapt to the weight. I was doing back squats and deadlifts after 2 workouts. I started feeling pain in my knee at rest. Yes, this tends to happen. I understand the desire to want to get back and exercise and strengthen the body. However, it's important to understand that when we have an injury, we have surgery, on the other side of that experience, the body, it's important to understand the body has gone through 2 major traumas. One is the initial injury. The next is the surgery. I know the surgery is there to correct what's going on. However, it's still a trauma. Our neurology, our nervous system doesn't understand the difference between necessarily what's a good trauma and what's a bad trauma. It's trauma to the body. It's traumatic to the nervous system, to the neurology. So what ends up happening is that trauma creates an imbalance in tension in the body. That imbalance in tension, when you go into working out again, especially if you don't give your body enough time or ample buildup to adapt to the weight that you're doing, there's a tendency of creating more of a dysfunction that's already existing in the body, and it causes more issues. So it's important to understand now the lens that my approach or I look through is how can we get that imbalance in tension, that dysfunctional tension pattern that's going on in the physical body, how can we get it back to a balanced place? Balanced place looks like out of pain, where it's not distracting your attention, where you don't have fear going into the exercise to strengthen the leg, thinking that it's going to make the situation worse. So when we can start from that comfortable and balanced place, then we can move from that place with the knowledge and tools and skills to be able to go into exercise and move forward as far as that goes. Okay, True Talk continues. I got an MRI done and basically inflamed my ACL, PCL, CL, and LCL and MCL and developed chondromalacia patella grade 2. Also, IT band syndrome and plica syndrome, basically pretty bad everything. Okay, doctors are useless because they don't address the cause but try to treat only the problem. Okay, yes and no. Yes and no. I don't want to be on here bashing doctors, although in a lot of cases I'm not a big fan. However, we have to understand where the doctors, where their area of expertise is and where their area of expertise is not. They are good if something is broken or torn in the knee. That's it. If something isn't broken or torn in the knee, then we're looking at a response from the neurology creating the imbalance. My take on it is you have an imbalance. It's a tension pattern that is causing an imbalance in the knee joint and probably in other parts of the body because of the trauma that the knee has been through. Once again, we come back from a place of teaching how to create comfort in the knee, as well as what else you become aware of on the other side of creating comfort in the knee, and then we'll create balance in your structure. Then we bring in stretching and mobility to begin to strengthen that new neurology, or revisiting that neurology that kind of went away after your injuries and the surgeries. So we get to a place where you feel comfortable and good the majority of the time. Your body has the ability to heal itself. Everybody's body has the infinite capacity to heal itself if given the right conditions to do so. When there's an imbalance, it makes it really difficult for your body to heal. All of the mechanisms that your body needs to heal, to get a good night's sleep, to recover properly, are slowed down when your body's imbalanced. Is this landing? Is this making sense? So they have recommended injections of hyaluronic acid in the capsule. Now, that is probably a normal recommendation. Cortisone, hyaluronic acid, something in the joint to lubricate the joint. But understand the imbalance of tension in the joint causes the joint to squeeze because there's pain. The more the joint squeezes, the more the hyaluronic acid that your body naturally produces is squeezed out of the joint. Making sense? So the more we can bring your knee into balance where it doesn't hurt, the more the swelling is going to go down, the more the discomfort on all of those ligaments in your knee is going to be reduced, and your body's going to be able to heal. We can do that in Knee Club, my group coaching program. That's what I've been working on. That's the video I'll have at the end that you could check it out and find out more about this. Is that making sense? And there you go. What's my take on this? So I've given my take. Okay. So those were the questions that came in. They're really good questions, and they're common questions because once you get in that, on that hamster wheel, so to speak, of the conventional medical model, they're going to do the injections. They're going to give you prescription drugs. They're going to suggest more surgeries, and it gets you on this hamster wheel that you don't get out of that pattern. It's important. Doctors are there for a reason. Surgeons are there for a reason, to make sure whatever in your knee is not broken or torn anymore. They'll fix the ligament. They'll fix the meniscus. They'll fix the cartilage. They'll fix the broken or fractured kneecap or fibula or tibia or femur. They will fix those things. They will put pins and screws and do what they do best to fix what's going on in your knee. On the other side of that, if you still have pain, the doctors are not going to be your answer. Things I know: I have bad biomechanics since I never done mobility work or stretching. Yeah, get in a knee club. We got a call later today, 5 p.m. Eastern time. You'll get in, start doing some stuff, start creating comfort in there. You'll feel relief today. That's the goal. When we get the pressure off of the nerves in the knee that are causing the pain, the relief you feel is immediate. And then what we do is we continue to build on that. Day after day after day, we create more comfort and set up the conditions so your body's going to be able to heal itself. Then what we're going to be talking about, our conversation, is going to be very different next Monday on our next call, next Thursday on the call after that. And each week we keep building on what we've learned about your body the week before. And your feedback, your interaction is crucial. You move it to a place where your body no longer hurts. And then you can start strengthening your body like you want, or exercising, or running, or hiking, or playing golf, or tennis, or whatever you want to do. Making sense? Cool. Okay. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Like and subscribe to the Knee Pain Guru YouTube channel. If you want to know some next steps to take, you can head on over to thekneepainguru.com. If you are arriving from YouTube or somewhere on the interwebs, then you can go straight to the website and check out more information. If you are getting this information or this through my newsletter, then please join Knee Club. We do some great stuff in there. We get a lot of awesome results in a very short period of time when you put in the time, energy, and effort to do so. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to scoot. Please enter your comments and everything below. I do read them all, and I use them for future videos. This is Bill Paravano, the Knee Pain Guru, going to sign off for today. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one.